Salut, you wonderful simmers out there, and welcome. I am Charlotte from Sim with Char, and today we are going to be having a full breakdown of the Sims Summit live stream that happened, which was amazing, by the way. I wasn't able to watch it live because I was at college, but here we are. I have watched this a few times over. I've been taking notes. Literally, I've got a notebook full of notes of everything that I've seen. We're probably going to break this down. So we're going to skip the bits that we don't need to see. I will leave a link in the description below if you would like to watch the whole thing in full. But Phoebe Robinson did present this. And I loved the reality show style that they went with. I think it worked really well and made it all that bit more exciting. What they have said is The Sims 4 is now going to be free to play, which is amazing. It's going to bring in so many new players. And it's something that actually I've always liked the idea of. If you have a game full of DLC, then the base should be free. It's crazy to expect people to pay for a full game as well as loads of DLC. I do hate that concept. And so I'm so glad that new players are going to be able to come in and play, choose different expansion packs, DLC packs that they want to play with. It's going to be so much fun to have so many more people. With that being said, I am going to have a load of new tutorial content coming out, so keep an eye out for that on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do Sims 4 live streams where we play through different challenges, currently on the Disney challenge. We also have loads of different Let's Plays on the channel, and we have, of course, tutorials, which are so important, especially with such a big game. Okay. Next up, they did mention 2 future expansion packs. Now, we already know that there is going to be 2 kits, okay? So this is really important. We know that there's potentially 2 kits. They have just announced 2 new DLCs. Okay, so the future gets bright. So we have Rise and Shine. We have Summer of Sims or something like that. We have something to celebrate seasons, and we have a stay up the season it's lights out. Now, seasons we obviously already have. So does that mean we're getting a new refresh pack? So there's 5 things. We know there's 2 expansion packs. They announced that during this. There is definitely 2 future expansion packs. We've also heard the potential of 2 kits coming out. I think that was a Twitter thing. And there's seasons. So there's 5 images here. So it stands to reason that 2 of these are the expansion pack and 2 of them are the kits. Obviously, seasons can't be one of them. So my theory here is we've got Rise and Shine and Something to Celebrate are going to be kits. It sounds like the celebration one is just one of those ones where they're going to bring out a few party items, potentially. Something to celebrate the time that we've had on here playing with The Sims. And then the Rise and Shine, it seems a very... it sounds like a kit name. If you look at the kit names, Rise and Shine, it would fit in with the kits. Summer of Sims sounds interesting, and then the other one was Stay Up. This season it's lights out. So if we went with those 2 being expansion packs, I suppose that could work. Maybe we have more entertainment going on, maybe some more entertainment careers. I know a lot of people have asked for bands and things, so obviously we had the spa update, and that I think went down really well, but then they never did another one. But with seasons there, maybe they're doing an update, which would be fantastic. However, season seems like an odd one to do for me because it has the least amount of glitches and upset around it. Dine Out and my wedding stories would seem like more ones that need the TLC of a refresh more than seasons. So I'm a bit like, yay, I want all the packs to be refreshed and updated, but of all of the ones that you could do, season seems like it's the best overall as it is. So yeah, curious about that. Very curious. Okay, next up, they showed 2 new worlds. These are concept ideas, so they haven't got the worlds yet. Now, a couple of things to note in this. One, on the left picture, you have a child and mother holding hands, which is interesting. And also over here at the back, you can also see 2 adult figures with 2 child, with clearly hands in an upward position as if they're holding hands, which would be really cool. Also, you've got a sim sat on a wall, which is cool. Now, out of the 2 of these, I'm not sure which would be which, because Stay Up tis this season, it's Lights Out, and Summer of Sims were the expansion packs. New Worlds go with expansion packs. So you've got a kid riding a bike, you've got a mum with a baby on the back, which is very exciting as well. Which would be which? Because this looks more like, this is all bright coloured and everything, so could be classed as more summery. But then the kid on the bike and, you know, mum out with baby on the back, you'd say the weather's quite nice, so it would be warmer. So I'm not sure. I'm really unsure as to which world would be which. But I am very excited for both. They look really cool, the concept ideas for them. Next up, you have new builds. So these are the concepts for those building packs, and I can't see summer or staying up in either of these, to be honest. Rise and Shine could kind of go with this a bit more with just the name. I don't know, but I do love the concept ideas here. I love the fact that this wardrobe, you can see it's got the curve coming out front. I think that's really super cute. You've got boxes on top of units, which I love the more boxes with different items in them, because I like the idea of showing a sim moving into a house using boxes and things. I'm loving the new rugs in both of these as well. The beam going across with the lights in this right picture, I think is really cool. The kitchen does give me cottage country living vibes with the open space and clutter items in there. So they're really cool. I really like them. They're very fitting with what The Sims currently has anyway. The items there, the styles don't surprise me. Next off, we have a couple of items which are really interesting. Right. First off, loving the lingerie. Love that. However, that is a CC piece. I am 80% sure, 90% sure, I'm 80-90% sure that I have had that downloaded before. So is that someone's CC there? I'm just curious. Loving this clutter item. I mean, that's what my wardrobe looked like. You know, my units looked like when I was a kid, a teenager. Love that. I would love to see different swatches that allow different items to move around and that they're not always stuck in the same location. They're always going to be stuck there, but just having them moved around, I think would be really good. And the dentures in a cup. Oh my God. Really gross, but really cool, because maybe grandma can lose her teeth now and we can see the sim put new teeth in. That would be really awesome. And loving the pillow. The chair looks really cute with the pillow. Really, really cute. Is Overwolf. Now, Overwolf is an established company already that deal with mods and putting them in game. And so the Sims team are partnering up with Overwolf to bring custom content to the games. Does that include console? I don't know. Maybe a little extra look into Overwolf will give more idea there. but it will be on the computer, that is for sure, on PC. So that's going to be really cool to have safe and trusted content that we can have in the game, and hopefully it won't break every time we have updates and things, because currently every time the game updates, modders then need to go and fix their mods. Now, it says mods and CC, but I'm wondering if things like MC command has a role in there or not, if they're actually you're gonna be able to have that, or if it is gonna be more along the lines of clothing and items. Okay, then we skip quite a lot of the live stream where they've got some people coming on, dance, stuff like that. They do a bit of behind the scenes. No real information is given. Now, there's a few updates for these, Sims FreePlay and Sims Mobile, and I would love to know if you guys would like to see them on the channel. I'm sure I can rig up my tab or phone and then I can play them. I have played them in the past, but not massively. So the updates we have is the FreePlay. There's update to the face quality, so how it looks. First time ever apparently that they have updated these, which is really cool. They have also made it so that the hair is the same across genders, and you can now build and live in a yacht. I know how to speak. You can now build and live in a yacht, which is really cool. That will be coming in early 2023. And then in November, the annual seasonal quest is coming out. Now, I know Sims FreePlay, there's quests. I haven't done any for a very long time. So it would be really cool to actually get back into it, I think. So in the Sims Mobile news, they are bringing in balconies. Apparently, this has been a highly requested thing. So yeah, that's going to be cool. Okay, next up we have Project Renee. Project Renee is going to be the next Sims game. There's a few really cool things. I do think they're taking a leaf out of other games. So for instance, I play House Flipper, I've been following Paralives, and these games, they give a lot of updates as to how the game's developing before it's even out. And even now with House Flipper, with its DLC, they're constantly updating on how it's going and everything like that, which is really cool. And so the Sims are taking a leaf out of that book, and they are going to be updating players on the next franchise before it's even ready. At the moment, they have concepts. They have some basic mechanics from the looks of it. But really, it's not a game yet. It's going to be years in the making, but we're going to get updates for it. And I think that's really cool. So some of the updates they're giving us now is you are going to have a choice to play with friends. You can make some sort of lobby, I guess, and you're definitely going to see me and Erin and hopefully Pioneer all playing together at some point. But you can also play solo as well, which is going to be so cool. There are other YouTubers, by the way, that I just mentioned, Erin and Pioneer. There's links down below for their channels. They are fantastic. I love them so much. So you should definitely check them out. But you'll be able to play solo, or you'll be able to play with other people. Now, one of the things that they showed us was placing a sofa on one screen, and then on another device like a phone or a tablet, they placed a buffet down, and that showed up in the other screen. So you'll be able to build together, which could be very interesting, especially like just off the top of my head, doing a speed build with another person and trying to build a beautiful house together without talking to each other. That could be interesting. Oh my God, that's like genius. Next, we have new customization tools. We're going to have a color wheel, which will also include patterns, which is going to be awesome. Bringing back that is going to be so massive. We saw being able to place a pillow with a 360-degree toggle and being able to move that completely and twist and turn it to be in exactly the position that you want it to be on a chair. Now, how Sims sit down and then interact with that pillow, whether or not if you stick it in the middle of the sofa, does that mean they're gonna have a pillow through themselves when they sit down, or they won't be able to sit down? I don't know. So that'll be interesting, and that's the sort of thing they'll be looking at. There's a new catalog system. So it comes up on the side of the screen, as you can see, and you're going to be able to pick items and place them that way rather than it being across the bottom of the screen. But again, that sort of thing may change massively. The new customization, I should have mentioned at the beginning actually, is really cool. It looks like you can choose between... It looks like you can choose between, on this bed, different headboards, different shapes, different colours, different wood tones. It looks really cool. I really love this idea. You can choose if it's a single or it's a double bed as well, which is going to mean that we get so much more customization. So I think that is it for what they have announced for Project Renee at the moment. And the last and final thing, which also ties into some of those screenshots we saw, the art concept ideas we saw, and that is infants. Now, at the very end of the video, you can see a toddler crawling. No, sorry, they name this an infant. So... speculation, does that mean it's a new life stage? Are they overhauling babies, or will you have your baby for the 3 days and then it's an infant and then it's a toddler? Or did they just name it infant just for the fun of it and it means nothing? I don't know. I will love it if our toddlers have to learn to walk. I would expect that to be a base game update. I wouldn't expect that to be in a DLC. But there is also some new items in this frame as well. There's a pen, a baby pen of some sort, that's for sure. Hopefully we can put the toddlers, babies, whatever, in some new items. That would be really cool. There's this lamp that we do not have in the game at the moment. We have this like basket, maybe a toy basket. And we also have something similar to this, a basket with some items in it. We have something similar to this, but not that one. There's also something in the background that I can't really see what it is. The blue and pink thing that has bars in it. Maybe it's a stairgate. It's in front of a door, so maybe it's a stairgate? I don't know. That's interesting again, what that would be for. So I'm really, really interested in what they're going to do with that. I do worry it could be some sort of stuff pack or kit that they're going to add baby animation, toddler animations into with some items, which would be really bad if they did that, because again, it's just frustrating that if they hid interactions like that, babies crawling and learning in a kit. But then you could say the same for any skill that goes into an expansion pack, for instance, or game pack. So it swings and roundabouts. Anyway, I think that is everything. I have been yabbering on for at least 24 minutes. I don't know what I'll cut it down to. I've tried to keep to the points and show exactly what they're bringing, as well as my opinions. And please remember, these are my opinions. So, you know, if you disagree, let me know down below and why for any of it. Especially what... which things you think are going to be expansion packs, kits, and about that refresh potentially. Why Seasons is in that. That's really interesting. But yeah, let me know down below all your thoughts and opinions. I will be replying to everything as always. And you can see me in some tutorials in the near future, as well as our Not So Very Berry challenge. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!